I do declare we're going to be watching and spectating this round, and we're going to kind of go over who all is going to be leading for this round. So let me figure out where I'm at and where everybody is. Let me get information. So looks like we're going to have a couple officers leading for both sides. Looks like we're going to be playing Hatch's Attack, and we have Delta leading for 18th Virginia Company A, and then we have Sean leading for 18th Virginia Company B, and then we have Phantom leading for 56th Virginia Company A, followed by looks like the Food King leading for the 56th Virginia Company B. There is no arty for the for either side on this map. And then on the Union side, we're going to have CrabbyBrute leading for the 2nd U.S. Sharpshooters Company A. And then for 23rd North Carolina Company A is going to be Rawlins. And then we got 23rd New York Company B, which is going to be led by John Hazard. And I forget what the other part goes by. But anyways, those are your officers. So keep in mind, Union has 3 companies. They got 1 specialized unit, 2 regular infantry units. So these are going to be some big infantry units that the CSA is going to be going up. And so let's kind of go over like what the strategy is. Keep in mind, CSA is going to be on defense, which has 4 companies. Union has 3 companies. They're on the offense. And so the thing for this Union to do is push up the right side into the woods, and then, you know, basically try to drain the tickets of the CSA until they hit break and then go for the cap. Or the other thing that they can do is they can push up on the far left, which is to go right up this open field and then try to either shoot them out, you know, and then eventually push down this way. That's usually the strat. But it looks like they're going to be all pushing to the far right, which is to go through the cornfield, cut over to the right-hand side, and then probably regroup or reorganize themselves before they push in over here on this right side. They'll come up to the snake fence and probably push into the woods over here, and then right down this way is my guess is what they'll end up doing. But there is no companies on the left-hand side. It looks like Sean is going to be the closest company to being on the left-hand side. Question is, will either of the 4 units on the CSA side realize that they're all coming left and actually make a movement towards the left side or not? Okay, looks like Sean's going to be moving up here towards the corn. Sean is moving towards the left-hand side to, I think he either got some intel or has a feeling that they might be pushing on the left side. So we're going to see what ends up happening here. There's not much movement going anywhere else. I think he got some intel over here in the corn that they have spotted Union movement over here to the left. And of course, Sean's going to be coming over here to meet them. But it looks like the other 3 companies are going to be holding on the right side. As you can see, they're all kind of formed up in the, you know, fire line. Delta looks like he might be moving over to the left-hand side. And we're about to see the battle ensue right here. Yanks have pushed in to the woods from the corn. Sean is over on the right. Rawlins called for a charge on the CSA. Don't even think Sean even realizes he's being charged yet. Sean will be wiped in this. He has such a great, overwhelming force coming his way. About 100 men from the Union side just overwhelming him over here on the left side. The Union does have, you know, basically the CSA hitting them from the other side of the field. So this is going to be pretty intense for a little while. Question is, whether does the CSA capitalize on this rear assault attempt or not? Are they going to capitalize it? Are they going to charge? Are they going to hold back and shoot it out? Looks like CSA will be pressing the attack on the counterattack on the Union forces that are formed up over here and taking the place of Sean's unit that was over here on the rocks. And we shall see how who ends up prevailing. Question is, will they lose their flags in this process or not? We have 1 flag stay back. Gonna be a lot of crazy and madness going here. Does look like the CSA is kind of stalling out on their advance here. There is one flag down for the Union right here. The Union's lost one flag. Question is, will Union get any more reinforcements? Looks like there's a unit coming up from main spawn for the Union. We have another flag down here for the CSA. CSA and Union have one flag down. Does not look like anybody picking up that flag. It is still, things are still in a state of flux here. It's still trying to figure its way out as to whose side's going to come out on top on this. And the other two companies from the CSA Army, it looks like they're going to kind of hold back up here and assess the situation and probably volley into the Union. So it looks like Union will basically hold here and muster up while they get more men and get more reinforcements coming up. I don't think they'll make any major moves until they have that in place. And then they will be pressing the attack. Looks like CrabbyBrute's going to go ahead and start pressing the attack.
When they get closer, shoot him. When they get closer, shoot him.
CrabbyBrute just went down.
Behind us.
And it looks like another CSA charge coming in from main spawn. Let's see if they're going to actually end up holding or not. Looks like we got some CSA coming around from behind. Hopefully the Union are taking note of this. Get the flag up. Hopefully somebody picks up that flag. They probably need to start falling back. It does look like CSA is going to start overrunning them. Yep. This is a good fallback strategy here. Yep. Oh, that was a bad decision for that flag to go back. Hopefully they get the flag up and out of there. Looks like they will. They will barely manage to get the flags out of there in time. They are being chased. The question is, will CSA hold that defense line or continue to give pursuit or not? That's going to be the question here. So Union did get all their flags out by the looks of it, so let's just make sure. Yep, they did get all their flags. They got reinforcements from the court. Looks like CSA's kind of, you got some Rambos coming in from the CSA. They're going to get shot down, and Union's going to re-muster and reorganize themselves right here on this snake fence. And it looks like CSA is trying to reorganize and figure out what to do from here. And so we will ultimately see what the next strategy is for both sides. That's the thing about having only 3 companies, is that when you have 3 companies, you're going to have overwhelming numbers against CSA's 4 companies, because you have basically 100 men or so getting divided up by 4 companies, whereas you're only having like 3 companies, and that specialized unit is like limited to like 19 people. That's like a limit. You can't go over that number or anything like this. And so what ends up happening with the other 100 infantrymen is they get allocated to the other units, which is like 51 here, for example, 53 there. And then you look at the CSA unit sizes, you got 45 being the biggest one, 35, 26, and 29. So they're a lot smaller, and so therefore it's harder for one unit by itself to be able to withstand a full-on assault from the Union like that. It does look like we're going to keep one, perhaps maybe one, not really sure, but 2 companies from the Union have moved over to the left. I am missing 1 unit. I'm not even really sure. Okay, yeah, all 3 units are moving over to the left-hand side. Looked like CSA is making the move towards the left as well. Question is, will they push the middle or will they push at the left side? If I was CSA, if I was Union in this case, I would probably be pushing up that left fence here and move all along the left-hand side, because they would be able to get up there first and be able to capitalize on it. But it looks like they are going to kind of hold back here in the defilade, as this is kind of a bit of a sloping ground upwards, as you can see. And so this is what it kind of looks like for the Union forces. They're looking uphill. And so they have no idea, you know, where the CSA is, and then they're going to see that one company popping up here at the top, shooting down on them. So the problem with this open field attempt is there's no cover when they do get engaged. The thing is they will probably start jumping over this fence to get cover. Their flag is down. I don't think they realize their flag is down.
Sharps, we need those flags up.
Yep, there's a call to get the flag up now.
Crabby's flag.
Hazard's moving up the middle. It looks like he's going to charge into the CSA forces up here, which is a good move on his part, as he does lead, you know, 50 or so men into this smaller CSA force. Looks like CSA might potentially lose a flag in the process. Looks like that flag may barely be able to get out of there just in time before they got overwhelmed. CSA is falling back in the middle. We just lost, looks like Union might have just lost a flag right there on the left. Question is, will they get that flag up and backwards? That's what they need to do here now. And really, to be honest with you, the Union needs to press the attack on that left-hand side. Hazard's getting countercharged here from the northwest. Not really sure whose unit this is, but it might be Phantom's unit that's going in and press the attack on the center. Looks like the center will give up the center. The Union will give up the center and then reform over here. They do need to get this flag up. Nobody's picked up that flag for the Union. There is a little bit of a confusion here, looks like.
CISO, come with us. Stay with the column.
Oh, and it does look like there is CSA moving up from over here. This is going to be the Food King over here moving in from over there, which will probably cut off the people spotting it from Maine. Question is, will they get that flag up or will they leave it here? That is the question. Will they? Okay, perfect. They do find the flag and they are getting the flag out of there. Will they lose the flag as they pull back on their retreat? CSA is in the middle. It looks like they're going to come in and assault and basically slam into the side of the Union forces. Question is, will they capitalize on that or not? Or will they hesitate? It looks like the Food King is a newer officer. He's a level 15. So he will probably hesitate and hold his men back from slamming into a weakened Union force that is in retreat. Okay, so it looks like both sides are essentially resetting and reorganizing themselves, mustering up. So that's going to end that wave of, you know, assaults from the CSA and Union side. The Union has fallen back to reorganize themselves into the wood lines for the most part. Looks like Union's going to be all over here on the left-hand side. I don't see any. Yep. They're all coming up from Maine over to the left-hand side. So my guess is Union will probably push up the left-hand side. Don't know if they will press up the middle or not.
Shops weapon. Couldn't read what I needed.
Yeah,
I was looking for you guys. Where the heck did you guys go?
So CrabbyBrute, he's keep in mind he's commanding the sharpshooters. The nice thing about sharpshooters is that they have such a high rate of fire. On this particular round, they wear the bright green uniform, kind of like a ranger's uniform. And so they will be pressing the assault on the left side. They will be leading the assault. And hopefully the rest of the Union Army moves in behind them. If not, they're going to get tore up here when they smash in, when they encounter and find all these CSA guys up here sitting at the top waiting for them to come up.
Okay, let's move it back.
And so, looks like CrabbyBrute did go down as he moved up.
Yeah. You guys come here, guys. Come here, guys. This is the plate.
Was asking if you thought about what you thought about the core strategy. That's all.
Yeah, I'm not sure about this. Hanging out in the open field and trying to shoot uphill. This is, in my opinion, not a good move. But I mean, that's what he's doing here at the moment. And the flag is level 7 just getting shot at.
Gentlemen, push up.
And not only is he getting shot at, he has decided to start waving the flag, which is a big no-no for me. If I ever catch a flag bearer doing that, I will instruct him not to do that. And then if he continues to do that, I will shoot my own flag bearer and have somebody else pick up the flag. That's a big no-no. You do not want the attention of the enemy shooting at you, especially when you're kind of out there with maybe 19 men, 18 men in this case.
Gun him down, take a knee to reload. First, rise up and shoot.
You might want to think of sharpshooter as being more of a skirmish unit because they don't really do melee battles. They don't go do hand-to-hand combat. But I will say CrabbyBrute has, by the looks of things, overextended. He definitely wants to keep his distance from the CSA. We got a lot of skirmishers here in the middle of the CSA side. They will get charged out by the looks of it. Looks like a lot of people from HD, which I believe to be Hood's division, or Hampton's division. It's going to be one of two. But I think it's going to be Hood's division for HD, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. Post it down in the comments. Let me know what HD stands for. So they are kind of halting and reorganizing themselves. Keep in mind, those skirmishers just gave intel to the CSA Army, just let them know that there's a big, massive force coming through the corn. And so my guess is that they lost their flag. They're getting charged. Yep, and that will be a full wipe of the sharpshooters. So they will all be spawning in at main, and they will be losing their flag in the process. Looks like Union infantry is going to be pushing down the road here towards CSA. Looks like they will be in for a surprise on this. Looks like CSA has lost an officer and been replaced with a new officer called Firepower. So not sure what happened there, but yeah, it looks like somebody either resigned or got downvoted or something along those lines, my guess. It looks like Union's going to form over here at the rocks like they did earlier. And as you can see, the tickets, CSA is waiting on tickets as of right now.
We got him good.
Company A lost their flag, I think.
No,
That's the
enemy. Independent fire. Yep, here they come. Rebels incoming.
I'm gonna get on your right flank.
Copy that. Company A, all your start.
CSA might potentially be coming in for a charge. Try to get you guys a better angle. Sean's coming in. It looks like he will be charging the Union forces sitting over here on the rocks.
New York B, hold it. Here they come. They're charging. Get close. Keep shooting.
Question in here is the Union going to be protecting their flags or not in the midst of all this? There goes a flag for the Union. Well, they pick up the flag. That's the question here. They did pick up the flag by the looks of it. Oh, it's still down. And Union gets overran over here on the right side. Looks like this is Rawlins men's over here. They will too get hit from the back side by the looks of it because they're not even aware that they lost the rock. And yeah, it's going to be really bad because I don't even think the Food King even realized there's still Yankees over here on the west side of the rocks. And the flag goes down. Well, they pick up the flag. That's going to be the question. Everybody's sitting over here reloading, as you can see, instead of picking up the flag when they should be focusing on picking up the flag. One guy from USA will probably take them all out. And things are about to get really bad here. It's about to be a full wipe of this unit. And there you go. It's going to be a full wipe. So Union loses all their flags. I do think Sharpshooter did manage to get their flag back from the center, but now they are going to be respawning all at main by the looks of it. Yep, 3 stars here. So
Not as
Four
bad as
people,
cav-
4 or
it's
5
not as
people.
bad as cavalry. Cavalry's way worse. Cavalry, you can never
Because
get
no
three
one
people
picks up,
together.
no one picks up flags. Like no one fucking picks up flags. There's no point.
Yeah, because they ruined the game because they took
yeah, it's very difficult to win if you don't have your flags being picked up. I know that frustration and that feeling. It's
I have like 5, 6 people running around fucking ramboing. There's only a few people following.
I have
me.
a petition. I have a petition to make all swords the speed of the small candy cane because I think honestly, with us, with no blocking
You
system,
guys think the
bullshit.
tremendous pack is?
Let's go. This fucking tree.
You said it's a tree.
Oh, boys.
well, you get a little bit of insight what the officers talk about after getting
I thought you
wiped.
were saying your cock is as big as a tree.
There you go.
Looks like John Hazard
And
will be holding here for just a
That's
little
big
bit.
cock.
CrabbyBrute's going to be pressing the attack on the left, even though he doesn't have a flag. I'm not sure about this. I think he ought to hang back and push in with the rest of the troops, if you ask me. But if he presses the attack, they're going to have to spawn in from main. That's the only problem with pressing the attack without a flag.
They don't really care about historical accuracy, man. They just say it. They say they do, but I doubt it. They give us Nicodemus. Nicodemus never fucking happened. I don't know, man. Right here, up and over, get this little thing, dig yourselves in and shoot the Rambos on the rock. No, Lieutenant. Get out of here.
Yeah, here comes a whole CSA regiment coming towards them, and I don't even think he even realizes that yet.
What do you mean?
Point at him.
Dude, they're right in front of me. Damn you.
And they're also uphill. Surprise. Clearly, y'all weren't looking. I mean, because they sat there for a good 20, 30 seconds before they even started firing down on them. So, yeah. I don't even think his unit got a shot off.
Make sure to take a lick out of it.
Looks like John Hazard's going to crash his head right into the CSA.
Fire charge, boys. Into the flank.
Let's have a better overview here. Does not look like the assault did very well. So really, at this point, the strategy for the Union should be just simply get the CSA into break-in, try to go for the cap. That's really the strategy. The only viable strategy at this point. Because winning on ticket is definitely not the option here or the play here at this point. And so, it does look like, for the most part, the odds are leaning in the CSA's favor winning this round. And, you know, this is a round which is kind of like a 50-50 kind of take for either side. I wouldn't say it's necessarily hard for Union to win this map. And it could go either way, you know, depending on whether you get wiped or not over and over as Union. When you lose your flags, it definitely hurts. You're going to feel every bit of it when you get wiped on the Union side and you lose your flag. Looks like somebody managed to get the flag from somewhere back to here. Question is, will anybody be able to actually get over there and get the flag, or will they wait until it despawns? It does look like there's a lot of CSA all around that flag, en route to the flag. And so I'm not really too sure what's going to happen there. It looks like CSA is going to fall back and reform as Union comes in from main spawn. Question is, will they overextend again, or CrabbyBrute's holding back this time by the looks of it. He's got his flag back.
I'm trying. Patience.
Gotcha. I think our flag bearer just respawned. I see him on the player list, so I'm just kind of waiting until I see this flag bearer come. His name is Hoosier.
want to come.
Yeah, I don't know.
I want to come, motherfucker.
There he is.
Yeah, but you
There he is.
Alright, guy left. Oh, awesome job, Hoosier. Alright, left face march for move southwest.
Dude, decline. He got his flag back. So this is going to start alleviating a little bit of the pain for the Union side. Looks like John Wick is still having to wait for his flag. Best thing John Wick or Hazard that he could do here is just hold back, shoot uphill, because if he dies, he's going to be coming in from main spawn anyways. So might as well not have his men have to run triple in the entire way and just die unneedlessly and dying out of line and all that good stuff. So this spot is probably the best spot for Hazard as of right now until he gets his flag back. Question is, will CrabbyBrute overextend yet again and get wiped out in the process again? That's going to be the question here. In my opinion, he's done that a few times this round, and he will be pressing the attack on the left-hand side, and he is leading his men up and over. Keep in mind there's 2 CSA companies up there waiting for the Union to come up. Will he make the same mistake that he did earlier yet again?
Once I draw the line, you can advance.
In terms of surprise, he's lost the element of surprise by that guy firing the gun.
Right over here.
Let's see what he ends up doing.
Yeah, come up.
Okay, looks like he's
Come up and
gonna.
hold, guys. Come up and hold.
Okay. He's gonna have his men form up down here by the looks of it. They got eyes down here, so they know that they're coming up. I'm sure this guy right here is probably reporting back that there's Union forces coming up. It looks like they are coming up as we speak. Oh my goodness.
Keep shooting, boys.
3 men dropped on that volley. That's not where you want to be. You do not want to be on the receiving end of, that volley. That was a mean volley. That was at least a good probably 25 men all firing in unison together, like at the same time. So it looks like Hazard did take the rocks here, which is a good defensive position. He does have CSA on his right. Looks like he will be falling back. And we are about half morale state from breaking for the CSA. Once they go breaking, then Union can actually then focus more on trying to cap point at that point. So I would say that the Union forces are definitely making a good recovery on this. As CSA, I'm sorry, as sharpshooters, you can reload really fast.
Blast them, guys.
Whether you're kneeling or you're standing, but if you're regular infantry and you reload on your knees, you will reload a lot slower.
You'll see them.
Also, you get bayonets with the Union sharpshooters. It's one of the things I like about. Oh, they're getting charged. And this is Sean charging the sharpshooters on the left. Does he have anybody here to support him? No, they all moved off to the right. So CrabbyBrute will hold them off the best he can. This flag needs to get the fuck out of there.
Look back. Look back, boys.
Like, I don't know what he was thinking to sit around waiting, but yeah, he probably should have got it back a long time ago. They will pursue him down. Chase him down, because he really wants to get that flag. I don't blame the guy. I would do the same thing if I was a CSA.
Get off. Come back here. Get your ass back here.
Yeah, he stopped and turned around. But it was not enough to kill the guy. Union forces will be pushing up through the corn. Looks like they're going to push left center of the corn. There was some CSA forces, skirmishers at the rocks there. So there's intel being reported back to the CSA Army as to where they're at. Firepower looks like he's going to go in and try to find them. He will hit the rear end of their line for the most part, from what we can tell. And things are about to take a turn for the worse, I would imagine here. They are making it into the wood lines. What they need to do is set up a defensive line right here, right now. But they're getting slammed to the side instead of setting up a defensive line, and that's going to be costly for the Union. As long as they're on the move, they're not going to be able to set up a defensive line. And on top of this, not only are they not setting up a defensive line, but they're also setting up near the CSA main spawn, which is going to be it's going to be a costly mistake, because now they're going to get hit from people spawning in that main. They're going to be picking them off from behind, and they're going to be fighting the people that's in front of them. Off to the northeast, so it's not a great place for the Union to be at.
This position is fightable.
And I will see if I can capture some of that, you know, so that way you guys can get an idea of what I'm talking about, so that way you understand why this wouldn't be necessarily a great place to set up that. Looks like they don't really have a choice but to form up here and fight out. Hopefully CrabbyBrute is taking advantage of the situation and moving up for the cap, because that's what needs to happen here. CSA just went breaking. Looks like Union's about to go last stand, or final push in this case, as attackers. Looks like Union's holding nicely. Yep, it does look like the CSA's losing this charge. If Union was to countercharge right now, they would be very successful in doing so. But what's going to end up happening is a lot of people are going to start spawning at main now, right here, and coming up behind, as you can see. So this is what I was talking about earlier, is now they have put themselves in between the CSA and the main spawn, and they're going to be getting hit from both sides. So it's about to get really bad, because there's all those people that he just wiped out from that charge are now behind him. And so Union will get wiped out here by the looks of it. There is a flag down, as you can see. Both flags have gone down for both infantry units. And there will be 3 minutes remaining on the clock. And Union will get obliterated here on this. Good call by Delta to go to point. There you have all the CSA lines, companies that moved forward to repel the Yankee invaders. I do declare. So yes, yeah, CrabbyBrute's moving up towards point. I don't think it's going to be enough, because obviously Delta's going to be there and waiting. And yeah, CrabbyBrute's going to get the smackdown when it gets up there, unfortunately, by the looks of things, the way things are forming up and shaping up. And so that was a costly mistake to park themselves right there in between the CSA main spawn and the CSA battle line, if you will. So yeah. And that's the thing you can learn about these videos and everything. There's certain areas in the woods you just don't want to make a stand in or stand at. If it wasn't for that main spawn, they would have been perfectly fine. But that main spawn really messed them up. So CrabbyBrute's down and 2 units without a leader at the moment. Looks like the rest of the Union Army is pushing up through the corn to go up to where CrabbyBrute's men are at. Question is, will CrabbyBrute's men stay alive? His flag is down. Will they pick up the flag? That's the question. They are not picking up the flag by the looks of it. They need to pick up the flag if they want any chance of having men put the spot in. And the infantry for the Union forces have arrived. They will be, my guess, they will be going up and over and charging in to try to push the CSA forces into last stand. And unfortunately, the Union will lose this engagement because they just basically all trickled in. They really didn't push in there at the same time or anything like this. Let's see who this is. CrabbyBrute. And nobody ever picked up the flag. So yeah, that was painful for the Union. But anyways, you guys learned something. The do's and don'ts on the Union side when playing Hatch's Attack. So congratulations goes out to the CSA side for winning that round. And let us know what your thoughts are. Could the Union have done any better on this round? What could they have done differently? What's your thoughts? Post in the comments below. Like, subscribe, and share. Let us know. And I'm looking forward to your feedback, guys.
General John
All right,
Porter Hatch had
so
done
we're going to
well
look
as
at
a
the
cavalry
stats and see
brigade
what the
commander
stats
until the
ended
Valley
up at.
campaign, where after 2 failed cavalry
Usually on
raids,
corn
he was
maps, you
transferred
will
to
have
commanding
a
the
lot of out of
1st
lines.
Division of Infantry.
We will see how
Hatch's
they ends
men
up
had
at.
advanced directly across fields of corn and woodlands before reaching the Frosttown Road near the Daniel Rent farm. Farther up the hill, the Virginian infantry under General Garnett awaited the Federals' arrival, and neither side could see the other until they are almost upon each other.
Okay, so it's 800 to 1114 with 212 out of lines for the Union and 187 out of lines for CSA. And so looks like Union just had slightly more losses for out of lines. But anyways, we'll see you in the next video.